Here we presents the top 5 best wireless keyboards. Starting at number 5, iLabigo 2 4GHCH20. The iLabigo H20 Mini Wireless Keyboard Touchpad Combo is an interesting all-in-one keyboard design that has a large QWERTY keyboard on one side and an approximately 5.3-inch touchpad on the back side. The benefit of this layout is that you have a larger space to type or navigate with your finger. The downside, however, is that you cannot use the touchpad and the keyboard at the same time. This is a fair trade-off, though, as the iLabigo keyboard isn't designed to do anything too crazy complicated. It has a standard keyboard layout with a full-function row and some strangely placed media hotkeys. It can be used to easily make searches in a media database or change settings without getting up from the couch. Though this device has physical volume buttons and left-right click buttons, though the latter are less useful on the whole. That's because most users will find it much easier to use the full suite of touch gestures to navigate menus. The digital keyboard display is backlit with 3 different brightness settings. It can run for several hours before its top LED display will light up to inform you that it's time to recharge. For more information and price, check out the product links in description. At number 4, REI H9 Plus. The AirB Mini Wireless Keyboard with Touchpad is one of the most lightweight and compact wireless multimedia keyboards we reviewed. Its controller-like form factor fits comfortably in your hands, though it only works about as good as a QWERTY phone for typing and mouse navigation. The touchpad in the center of the controller is snappy and responsive once you get used to its small size. You can use the keyboard's shoulder buttons for left and right mouse clicks, or just tap or double tap the touchpad. The keys are quite small but have a nice tactile click when you press them. They are backlit with a multicolor LED array. The bottom right shift button is absent, and the arrow keys are relocated to a joystick-like cluster on the top left. The keyboard has dedicated keys for home, volume up-down, and settings, plus a useful Control plus Alt plus Del macro function for if you need to reset your computer. Other settings like adjusting the touchpad sensitivity, toggling the backlight, and wireless pairing are bound to FM key pairings. The AirB keyboard runs on a rechargeable Li-ion battery, which lasts about 4 hours before you have to recharge it via micro USB. There is no power button, but the device auto-sleeps after 3 minutes of idle time, so this charge can last you quite a while. Halfway of my listed number 3, Sriga N590 Mini. It is no coincidence that the Sriga N5901 Mini handheld keyboard has the same model number as the beloved Lenovo N5901. Sriga has manufactured a faithful recreation of this now-defunct mini keyboard, which is so sought after that it now sells secondhand for over its original MSRP. And despite its unconventional ergonomics, the N5901 lends itself well to a variety of uses. This remote's condensed keyboard has raised keys that are surprisingly easy to navigate, despite their cluttered grid design. This version does not have backlit keys, but you may be lucky enough to find the backlit version online at some point. Punctuation and other characters are left to function commands, while more commonly used characters have their own keys. Most unique to this keyboard is the use of a mini trackball input instead of a touchpad. This can be pressed to click, or paired with large mouse buttons at the bottom of the keyboard. The N5901 has a row of 9 dedicated multimedia macro keys. Sadly, they cannot be customized, but most of the functions you'd want bound to button already are. There is even a Control plus Alt plus Del hotkey. For more information and price, check out the product links in description. Coming in at number 2, REI K18 Plus. The K18 Plus multimedia keyboard from Real Internet Idea is a compact keyboard with nearly full-size backlit keys and a 4.5-inch touchpad for easy navigation of HTPC menus or Android TVs. Its low price makes it a great budget alternative to the Logitech K600, even though the user experience isn't quite as smooth as it is with the more premium keyboard brand. Its full keyboard can be almost fully lit up with red, green, or blue LEDs. The only buttons that don't light up are its dedicated media playback buttons and its left and right click buttons. You will find additional media controls bound to the function row of the keyboard, as well as a function lock button to more easily access said controls. The chiclet-style keys are fairly silent, but also somewhat mushy. The 4.5-inch touchpad is nice and large, which is good considering that the cursor sensitivity is low by default on this touchpad. Thankfully, it does support multi-point functions, so you can use it to scroll or zoom when browsing the web. The internal battery supports about 2 hours of use time. This is a little on the shorter end of the spectrum, but at least you won't have to regularly purchase new batteries to keep it running. And number 1. Logitech K600. The Logitech K600 is a multifunctional touchpad keyboard that sets the bar for what one should expect out of a mini wireless keyboard. While most of the keyboards we reviewed only support 2.4G wireless, the Logitech K600 also supports Bluetooth, allowing it to work with the widest variety of devices. Both its Bluetooth and 2.4G connections are stable work from a max distance of 49 feet away. The keyboard itself is compact and durable, made from a thick plastic that puts their older Logitech K400 Plus keyboard to shame. Its rounded keys are responsive and easy to tell apart without looking down. The keyboard has a selection of media shortcuts on the function row, allowing you to play, pause, rewind, and fast forward on pretty much any platform. Note that these keys are function locked to perform their media actions by default. This can be confusing if you are used to using F5 to refresh your page, for example. The Opt, Start, Command, and Alt buttons are shared and also use the function key. The keyboard's rounded touchpad is responsive and supports 2-finger gestures for scrolling and zooming. This touchpad can be tapped or alt-tap to left or right-click, but there are also easy-to-reach left and right-click buttons on the far left of the keyboard. I have included these product link in the description. You can check out this link for more information and latest price. Thank you for watching this video. Please hit the like button, share with your friends, and be sure to subscribe.